Malachi.
Robert.
How about
You already know. Freestyle Friday.
Yeah, we back. Rahu is back, baby.
Who is back?
Rahu is back.
You know what I mean? All right. Let's get this show on the road. I know y'all miss saying that. All right, Freestyle Friday. Um, I don't know. I came up. I was listening to a True Light tape that the Dawn was playing on a Man of the Hour show. Don Cornell. And on Yanoon, and some say Yannin, and he said depending on the universe, I think, a galaxy you in, the galaxy you in. But anyway, I was listening to the tape on there. It was a live question answer tape, and the guy said, "Oh, Doc," he said, "why are we in this condition?" And I thought to myself, like we were sitting there trying to figure out what the title, because we usually just make up a title right before we go on, or just say a title, or we just say, what, our name is this, and we're gonna freestyle Friday. And none wasn't catching me because so much is going on right now. And it's taking place right now. It's a lot of upgrades. I was gonna do that once I said that. Upgrades, man. A lot of frequencies and tones and vibrations getting tuned up, and that fifth dimensional shift that's taking place. It's like, and I just been sitting back for a couple weeks because I was within that change myself. Within the blink of an eye, it could happen. So I was in the midst of that change, and more or less keeping to myself, to humble myself, to be more humble to myself, for myself. Um, for me, you know what I mean. That's for me. You, like witnessing that and going through that. Experiences, those changes, those shifts, those upgrades. Um, from stages of walk-ins to walk-outs. Cause best believe whatever walks in you should be able to make that shit walk back out. You have the ability to do such. You know what I mean? It's just sad as I'm sitting back and I'm watching different shows and listening to different things, watching different TV programs, movies, like within that change and that time of just spending togetherness with my other half. Um, I was like, damn, I'm looking at it, I was like, yo, these people in a sad condition. It's like, yo, in my mind, I'll be like, yo, these motherfuckers is in a sad condition. Who said that? It hit me automatically. That's right. I was saying that to myself. Why are we in this condition? So with that, I ain't gonna take the floor. I just wanted to break that in with the title. Let the masses, everyone on board that's gonna speak tonight, introduce themselves. Right back to the people. Back, we see the gate.
You got
Peace and divine love and light.
a comment in the chat. Jafar Blackman says the reason that black people are in the position we are in is because we don't know who the devil is. The majority doesn't anyway. The great teacher Elijah Muhammad.
Your background's kind of loud, Jay.
It is the background. You said?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Nah, that was far reading. She said somebody already watching got a comment up on this video. They saying she was reading it.
Oh, what it say?
Oh, you want to read it?
It's up to you.
He said,
What's his name again?
Jafar Blackman said the reason that black people are in the position we are in is because we don't know who the devil is. The majority doesn't anyway. And he said the great teacher Elijah Muhammad, Yahweh ben Yahweh, and Dr. York told us who the devil is, but in this time we are calling ourselves devils.
All right.
He said,
Can I take that?
In this time we are calling ourselves devils.
Can I take that?
Go ahead.
That's right. Go ahead, Fa. I'll go in a second.
So, okay, he taught that it was a black devil, the original devil. That's not. He also told you that you was God too. So you're both, and you need to balance between those two. The main reason that our people are in a position that we're in because they don't see themselves as God and devil. They see themselves as just God while playing devil. They're living out the devil. They show us that they're devil. The devil causes destruction. Our people destroy themselves. Wouldn't that be a devil? Wouldn't that be a attribute of a devil? Yeah, we are devils. And the reality of that, and stop thinking of it as a fantasy land stuff, is you in the flesh. It's the devil and God in the flesh. That's what's holding our people back. Most of them still thinking of Halal as somebody that's not in them.
I know I said that right.
Right. You got to see it in yourself too. To rise above it. Everybody want to be the cherubims and the seraphims and the angelic beings and the light beings, but you reptilian too. Yeah, or you want you all of that. That's what we are. This is people put limits on themselves while just saying devil or just saying God. That's a limitation. In the balance, it just is. So that's where our people are wrong. They're looking at something outside of themselves to free themselves.
Right. That's where I was going with this show tonight, man. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. That's why you my other hand. Oh, wow.
He said we're fighting against ourselves, but we ain't dealing with the real degenerates in the black community. See, out of this talk right now, because it's going to change the condition. It's just putting the frequencies out there and banding together to do something about it. Create a whole system. I'm going to just use that word. Most people send their kids at the public school still, and they still teach that Christopher Columbus discovered America. How you going? You know what I mean? We could go all day. So until we get those minds together, and that's what we do, get those minds together that's really about that change and putting in the work, then it's just complaints. You can have the solution, but you got to address the problem. I would tell you to get with the brothers or sisters that's doing that and be the change. We a lot of see, that's part of playing the devil too. The devil will put out that energy and don't do nothing about it. Just let it sit. And then another argument is formed. It's division. These titles, division. That's the mark of the devil. That's the mark of the beast. The real mark of the beast. The division. That's why them 3 numbers, the spell of sleep, 666. Divide that. You gotta get it together. The conditioning you're in is because they choose to be in that. Ain't nobody believe in no God like that when they was a kid. That was a forced idea that your parents taught you. But you ain't never really fully believe it. You was a fool probably. You celebrated, waiting for a man to come down the chimney. Well, what if I ain't had no chimney? See, you believe that stuff as a child. We get to be adults. A brother, Idris Zadok, said the adults is really the problem. You adulterated. Go ahead, Malachi. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think it's just important for the people to really understand when you make those terms, you kind of categorize yourself into a particular belief system. Even when people were saying science, and using certain information to validate whatever it is that they're researching, you're still finding yourself in a category. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, when you go across seas or anywhere and you try to go explain and ask a person what it is they believe in God, do they believe in God? They probably won't even understand what it is you're saying if you're going to people who practice their quote unquote spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So when you say devil, it's a theology, the way people are understanding it. Now, if you understand the phases of the moon and the sun and the earth and the astrological state of point of view, then you wouldn't have the theology of something coming to harm you and what we're calling ourselves, like you was just saying, because the language that we're speaking in is important to understand when we're researching. We are understanding the definitions in the language of how someone else understands it. So when you begin to research Enki and Enlil and chemistry, you see these chemical compounds, inorganic compounds, and they exist inside of you. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, they will be talking about chemical elements that exist inside of melanites, and that'll be the alchemy. We are the alchemy, right? And we are the Anus, and these type of chemicals exist on different density levels, different manifestations. And in science, there's a language they use, and they give them different titles for every transformation they take. You understand? Just like a meteor to a meteorite, etc. So that's the same thing that we need to understand. Our language was scientific. So when we're saying Shu Tefnut, okay, we're understanding it in a theological perception, because this is the way we understood science. So the shift is that actuality of us understanding and viewing the world around us with a perception of people being aliens and alienated. You see, because what that does is that takes away the pseudosciences and what it is they're trying to explain with all of those code languages that they use that we cannot understand. You understand? We do not interpret that language the way they interpret that language, because it's theirs. when you get into talking about biochemistry and all that type of stuff. All right. So it's easier understood by just understanding the people's personalities around you and associating those things with animals, animal personalities, you understand, insect personalities, so forth and so on. All right. So the shift, and while we're going through what we're going through, is because some people still are trying to study and research things and get definitions that were given to them rather than make up their own definitions. So they keeping themselves in a warp. You understand?
Yeah.
Keeping themselves in
Yeah.
a warp. You know, so that's just part of it. And they do that on many different subjects. You
Yeah.
know, different subjects, just keeping themselves in a warp. So that's just that. So again, the devil, all right. What does that mean? Everyone would have their own definition unless they all fall under a religion. You see what I'm saying? But again, when you're dealing with the language, all right, and you're breaking these words down using the roots and the prefixes and getting different definitions and different meanings, then you can apply those things to what is really being meant. And I think it's easier that way, because then we'll understand that the people and our stories that we're talking about are actual existences. You know what I'm saying? That bled like we bled, and we are that still existing from that same blood. And we'll understand these chemicals and these codes genetically are being unlocked now. You know, so all the chemistry is taking place. It's nothing to explain. It doesn't matter if you're in the field of theology, religion, science. You could be a simple baby, deaf, dumb, and blind. Genetically, you are transformating too. You see what I'm saying? So when we make the term devil, again, devil, God, and this, that, and the third, we fall under a story, a creation story. And there's many stories. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm gonna pass it.
He said, he had made another comment. He said, the only way the black community will change is when a black man stands up and takes his respect that must come from the youth first. The elders, I guess he's trying to say, might need to put their own in the ground to achieve the goal. My my thing is, you don't have to take respect; it is already there. But what you're saying when we play with we use these definitions and we don't come up with our own definition. We just, he's right. You need to stand up and stuff. Like Malachi was touching with these titles of God and devil, who are stuck with these titles of grandeur, whether it is God or devil, and rid of that, because it's allowing people to stay stuck and not band together. Because as soon as somebody does something that you don't agree with, it's you a devil. Because of the titles that these people uphold. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I was gonna ask him, take it how? Like, how how are we supposed to take? You say take it by force by any means necessary. You saying even if it take our own lives or something like that? I think he said. Even if even if it means death.
Well, again, that's falling under a
Now
psychological spell again. Go ahead, bro.
I could understand that, and I kind of understand that. That was one of my plans going back into the hood, but to take it back, but not take it back by force. You know what I mean? Like Fa was saying, you don't have to take respect. Real recognize real. Um, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where a motherfucker told me to keep it moving or didn't want to hear what I had to say. You know what I mean? Even if I ain't know him, I done walked up on stuff and people was talking, doing some crazy things, but they was calling attributes out and they was saying, talking in, God language, Nation of Islam language, Nation of Islam language. And on the strip, I just stopped. Like, yo, please, talking about? First of all, you out here in the open, on the block, in the daytime, to a bunch of your crew members that you don't know who you gonna end up being able to trust for real. And matter of fact, rest in peace to the guard, Sham guard. They ended up killing him. They were scared of him. He was dark scared like me. But the point was, off of that, he stopped everything he was doing, and I'm in the town. I don't know nobody. I don't know these dudes. I'm just in the town doing what I do. And he we jump in his Jetta, we take a ride, smoking on one building. Then he took me to meet his whole crew. And that was just off of strength of me not eavesdropping. My antennas is always up. I'm in the fields. Like where he talking about doing it, and I'm like, yo, listen, what's wrong with you? You say you come in the name of what? And he respected that. You know what I mean? So 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 I don't. What I was saying was like that's why I asked the question. What did he mean? How he was gonna take this back? So let me read. Let me see if what he wrote. He said, understood the devil by the way of nature of the white race, then we would stop complaining, wasting time, and build up ourselves, knowing our hurdles, we can succeed at something. And he said, you would keep going around in circles. I and the nation of Yah was not sacred to ask nigga to sleep. We're not scared to put a wicked ass nigga to sleep. Nah, I ain't afraid to put nobody to sleep, but I put you to sleep with my mental. If you come at me on the physical, then I'm gonna bring it to you physically. Period. Any way, anyhow, any form, I'm gonna put you to sleep. But nah, that's not what's happening. That's not
Let me add to that, G.
true. Hold up, that's not true right now in today's time about the youth not knowing that the white man is the devil. Like they know this, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They know the devil, they know the white man is the devil, and they don't give a fuck to the point they're willing to do what they're doing out there in the streets to survive. The first law of nature, and that was crazy. The Dawn said that on her show the other day, and I'll always be saying that. That was always one of my sayings right there. All right. The first law of nature is self-preservation, survive by any means necessary. Like the nation and the Yas had strong ties and they wasn't scared, right? But they fell off too. You know what I mean? They dropped the ball too, because the youth the next generation of you continue to do what they was doing, and they didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And I was a part of that generation. You know what I'm saying? But like Fa was saying, I balance my nature out within myself of the devil within me and the God that was within me. You know what I mean? I choose not to partake in certain actions against my own. And I always sat down and built with the shorties. I didn't give a fuck what they was doing, what age group they came to. I would stop everything and put you right on the spot within the build session and explain these things to you. You know what I mean? I still do that till today. You know what I mean? I just recently, feel back for more for the streets. But where he talking about implementing is not a this is not a physical condition that I'm talking about. On that light tape, he was dropping the science of Malakut, Lahut, and Nasut. And he was talking about the different stages, like Malachi was talking about earlier. He was talking about the different manifestation of the stages of the existence of taking us from a solid form back into a liquid, then a gas. He said, and those are those different realms of that. That's what I'm talking about right there. And I ain't gonna build too much further on that because I want to still build on that a little later. I'm just gonna drop that right there and let it be known what I was talking about when I said why. You know what I mean? You in those conditions. Children or youth don't overstand or understand their existence. Forget the focus on the white man being the devil. They don't even know their existence. They don't know where they come from. They don't know why they live in the life they're living. They don't know why they were subject to grow up in the conditions they grew up in and around. Dog eat dog world. You know what I mean? Like if you you around a bunch of dogs, I suggest you learn how to be a dog quick and fast and be smart enough to still be yourself. Still be true to your existence.
I got the live
or who you be. So if a person doesn't know why they exist, why they was created, why their life is the way it is, or why is life in itself what it is, you know? But that's not my true.
I didn't know how to get into
true point of focus, and I'm a little later. I'm gonna get into it deeper on a deeper scale of what I was saying. But for the groundwork, yeah, I can accept what the brother's saying to an extent. And I'm gonna agree with it, but I'm still gonna hold it at a certain percent. You know what I mean? Still sharp and still don't mean we have to kill. Not at that rate. Not right now. In a second though, regardless, they gonna put up a shut up in a minute. You don't have to worry about what they don't know. But Malachi, go ahead. back.
Yeah, that was well said, brother. Marco, you want to say anything before I say anything?
No, I'm good for the minute. All I can say is Rahu is back, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Freestyle Friday, baby.
Yeah, I was thinking about the white man thing. When you think of strategies of war, physical war is the least effective. It's the least effective. You're trying to create programs of EMP that affect their technologies and stuff like that. So when you think of it, of how we're going to overcome what we're going to overcome, first we have to condition ourselves psychologically, because it doesn't matter how many people have guns if we're still arguing over who we are and what we came from. Imagine and how upset people get over these debates. Imagine if they had pistols in their hands. So psychologically, it doesn't matter. They're not ready for a war, and it'll only really take a few trained Marines to wipe out a lot of individuals who think they're ready for things that they're not ready for. All right, so it's important to really know it's a time for everything. You know what I'm saying? And studying things from the inside out is the first step. You know what I mean? But psychologically, we got to condition ourselves. We got to start agreeing on some things first. You know what I'm saying? First, because a lot of us are devils amongst each other. So
Right.
again, we looking for someone else to blame when the shit is right amongst ourselves, and we can't even get together to even think about fighting the war. So that's just out the window. I mean, that's not even our war. They're the makers of that. They're 100, probably 200 years ahead on technology than we even think. For instance, they have simple sound that they can play so loud that'll just shut everybody down. Everybody just drop to their knees. You dig what I'm saying? Simple sound. Bring that same truck through, and they blast that noise, and that noise blast everybody's ears out. See, it's not even nothing to even joke about. So when we think, well, we gotta understand they controlling our condition and our emotions when you're thinking like a radical, because they know what happens to radicals and what happens to liberals. It's the same old game they try to play. So we gotta step outside of that. That's just that for that.
In a way, advanced, like what you were saying about the sound. Like they created, machines from sound that create weather patterns. Yeah. So holding the
Right.
hood down, it's just one aspect of holding the neighborhood. That's one aspect. It had to be a mental conditioning too. It's just talking about the physical part, but the mental and the physical have to combine. So if they got sounds that can drop you to your knees, do that psychics. You got to do the psychic self defense, how to block out certain sounds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or not let it affect you, or turn off your TV, radio. Like we controlled by all of these things. People actually find themselves bored if they can't do those things. So it has to be a mental condition. It's like many layers, like an onion.
Right.
So if you got your hood held down, but I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. But then what? Where are the writers? You don't even need to turn on the radio. What is the talk? Tribes pass culture from mouth to ear. Where's that happening? It's another culture that's being taught. That's why these social medias absence of the tones that you need to heal. The word, the mouth, the ear. People text now more than they talk.
Mhm.
These tones are needed. You can't even sit that long. People don't want to even have conversations no more. People would rather text you than talk to you. When the conversation on the phone will be way less shorter than the text. Email. So we so conditioned to lower vibrational tones of the electronic mail rather than the higher tone of speech. So those things need to happen. People can't even really, that means communication skill is broken down. Reading normative body language, that's another language. People aren't even familiar with body language because they're absent of seeing it rather than just, working in those type of robotic structures. They don't know how to be family. Everybody wants the microwave way of being in love. They don't want to get to know the person's family, nothing. So all of those things need conditioning as well. Everybody get caught in them titles of grandeur. Once again, it make you forget all of the other more imperative. Then those titles, you can't even get that together.
Right.
There's so many people that sneak and still celebrate Christmas now. It's so funny. The so-called conscious ones.
Mm-hmm.
The kids. What? You feel bad if you can't celebrate it. Angry, which is another part of fear. At everybody else that's celebrating instead of understanding the journey that they're on. Oh, we talked about this before, Malachi, when I said nobody knew what religious denomination or whatever the Black Panthers was in. They worked together.
Exactly.
And they got shit done. So,
And everybody in that
let's do it.
uniform go by the same laws. They're not gonna have no mercy on you. Doesn't matter their complexion. They got a job to do. So when they show up in your neighborhood, it ain't gonna be no white man, black man. It's gonna be the man in the uniform. You know what I mean? So, and there's a time for everything. Like I said, weather patterns change, shut down certain systems. That's all. The most important thing, like you was just saying, Fly, is psychologically being conditioned for even if their weapons wasn't available, are people even ready to fight with their hands? I mean, they still know how to fight. They're still in good condition. You understand what I'm saying? They still know how to work together as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things outside of just rah-rah and trying to go, because that's just, it's an entity. Again, we're fighting a system. It's a systematic demon or whatever you want to call it, devil that you're facing, because everyone falls under this. Right? So the only way to defeat that will be psychologically.
Mm-hmm.
You can't kill a whole bunch of white men and think this condition is gonna change, because over there in Africa, real quick, most of their devils are black. And in China, most of their devils are Chinese. And in Japan, it's the same system of government that runs every nation. you know, where the oppressor is their own governments. So,
He
you know,
talking about killing our own. He saying about taking back over the neighborhood, say for the elders and the oldest. he typing in the chat. Elders ain't getting no respect like they used to no more. We the only community where our youth, that our elders are scared of our youth, and we gotta give out beatings and kill if we have to.
You want to do some
Each jump out squad and all this.
Yeah, squats.
Drop
squad shit.
Squad shit.
It's some drop squad shit.
Yeah, he said, how you gonna talk to niggas that don't read books? And that's why you talk to niggas that don't read books. Cause all they understand is, you know what I mean? And what they see with their eyes if they ain't reading books. So you catch them with the talk. You got to be able to talk they talk. You got to be able to talk to them. But you're supposed to be able to step into the.
Yeah,
you can't be talking about what we used to and the NOI did and this and that did. And nah, man, motherfucker should be in the communities right now if that's the case. NOI is still deep. You know what I mean? Not just individual ones. They was more active in the communities. They was more active in the neighborhoods. You know what I mean? They was more active. I don't mean just out selling bean pies and newspapers. I'm talking about really active in the community. Like in DC, they was like the head security housing. Motherfuckers would hire them because they was the only ones willing enough, you know what I mean, go toe to toe with the drug dealers. The niggas was back down, respect any quality, but still they get to sell like drugs though. But it's just that the killings and certain disrespecting things had to change, else it'd been a war. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers still get killed. You know what I mean? And try that shit today, niggas is telling on your ass. You know what I mean? Everything changed is what I'm trying to say. Like, everything changed. When I'm looking around, I see change. I don't see yesterday. I see today. You know what I mean? I see what's taking place right now. You know what I mean? And what's taking place right now is something that was written and told and prophesied and spoke on for eons that was gonna take place, bro. Mm-hmm. Like everyone wants the beautiful world, but they don't want to see. All right, put it this way: like Fa just started the new group and Messenger, Build and Destroy. Niggas just want to build, but nobody want to destroy, right? So in other words, where he's the type of destroying he's talking about kill and destroy. You know what I mean? But I'm like, motherfuckers want to build, but never want to destroy. You know what I mean? And I mean, when I talk about building destroy, I'm meaning that the replenishing that takes place on this planet. You know what I mean? That renews this planet. You know what I mean? Numerous of times before now. Numerous of times before now. If you talk about the knowledge, you say you got the knowledge. Mm-hmm. Right? Or you say you know the ledge, right? So you know what's supposed to be taking place in today's day and time from those teachers or however you got it. So yeah, all right, it's some deaths about to take place. It's gonna be a big massacre, but like you were saying, man, it's not my war. I ain't no better than them if I'm going out here and I have to kill mines to get them correct. Mm-hmm. I ain't been killing none of my niggas. I ain't gonna start killing none of my niggas. Now, have I been into situations where I had to bang? Yeah, I've been in situations where I had to bang. No. You know what I mean? But nobody never got hit. Nobody never died. And I was thankful for that because I really don't want to kill and hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Don't get it misconstrued that I won't kill. You feel what I mean? I just knew a certain part of me, a certain thing within myself had to take place, and I had to keep myself humble and righteous. But through my travels, you know what I mean, and studying and knowing, you know what I mean, I've come across various, when I say various, many various descriptions of today, what was going to take place in the now. I received plenty of lightweight messages to let me know that I was in that day and time, and to show me the things itself that was going to take place in my time. You know what I mean? It's not for me to get involved with. When my part comes, oh, believe me. You know what I mean? Oh, believe me. But don't believe me, know me truthfully. Because if you know me, you'll know those things that I'm it's taking place already. You know what I mean? So a replenishing must come. All those on the opposite opposing force must leave. Must go, be destroyed, must die.
And too
Either
much
way you
reading
want to
can be
go.
harmful.
Too much reading can be harmful. Yeah, but we in a time. I mean, it's good if you still reading because you need to speed up your reading though. Some of you reading and you all right where you at. You can't be held accountable for what you don't know, and a lot of our youth don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of our adults, elders, even elders don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of elders don't deserve no respect. A lot of youth don't deserve no respect. And no younger adult, not all young adults deserve respect. You know what I mean? And that includes those that you perceive to be negative, of course, from your definition or some people's definition. Selling drugs is deemed to be the devil's work or the devil period, a total negative. That's not right in the Zach. That's not right in the Zach. That's not right in the Zach. You can't you can't condemn or perceive or state that a person is a black devil just because they sell drugs. You know what I mean? So that takes place all the way around the board. It's things way deeper
They might not
than
understand
that.
the point of your life.
But because you. It's a
So
fact.
if you feel that way about the drug dealers, feel that way about Rite Aid.
Yeah, I mean, and the government, let's go kill some crackers then. Shit, let's go kill a pharmacy. You know what I mean, let's go kill the government then. You know what I mean? Like, you want to
That's
kill, you
who
want,
kill.
right. You want to kill
Cashier.
my man. You want to kill somebody that's heart or soul may be way purer than yours because of their way of surviving. No, we ain't taking care of them.
Yeah, man.
You know, I ain't taking care of them. The government damn sure ain't taking care of them. You know what I mean? So, my point, you know what I mean? When I say the condition, see, I'm talking about the condition of the mind, the condition of the soul. I knew someone's probably gonna take it that way. I knew it was gonna be majority of people probably was gonna think when they saw that they was thinking I was talking about the condition of our people. But the condition of our people, like I said, was been prophesized and been visioned and been told to take place. So why should that be your worry now? Because you should be at a whole nother level and stay within your mind and your soul. I passed that condition. You know what I mean? That goes synonymous with what Yahweh says when he said, when the fucking lights go out, what you gonna do? I'm not worrying about when the lights go out. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, we did a show, right? A weekend on that, the lights went out here. Shit,
And then we got back
3
to
days.
Natural Nation.
Yeah, we got back to that. We with no phone, no TV. We in the house, shit, chilling. Nobody
Telling stories.
telling us, yeah, we not scared, wasn't worried. Like, I'm not worrying about what's about to take place. This motherfucker blow up, it blow up. You know what I mean?
Because it's gone.
Yeah, I mean,
Regardless.
what
Right.
to take place, these niggas come, oh well. I knew that was coming. I'm prepared for something beyond what's coming. I already knew that was coming. You know what I mean? So when you talk about why when I say why are you in the condition you in? I'm not talking about the condition of the state of the people socially or the way of society ways of life. Nah, I don't see where you at in your mind and your soul.
You're in the condition
Why you
in your soul or your spiritual body is because of limitations that we put on ourselves with titles, with God and devil. That's really nothing. It's whatever you project as God and devil. And that's why we're in the condition that we're in, because you set a limitation for yourself. Because even that word God has a limitation. Devil too. And so the condition of your soul would never, it would be on a low vibration with the title, with the limitation. So it would be, that would be the limit. Your physical self would be the limitation. You would never ascend into your spiritual body.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for. Bring that shit. Ain't that shit.
Until your spirit. Here you go, sip your juice like a pimp.
There you go. Take this shit.
I'm saying you're not gonna ascend. You're constantly rotate on a vibe like a scratch record. You keep going over that same period in your life like you're stuck. It'll be rotating on a dull, low vibration.
You not even trying to create your will. Yo, this is what I'm saying.
You don't even have to create it. You just have to attach. Your spiritual body has attached to it. This is deja vu that never stops. You'll remember to remember that you're remembering as you're going through it. You'll always be in the now. There's no time. You'll catch up. Your physical self will catch up to your spiritual body. This is what deja vu is. You're remembering that you're remembering while remembering. So as long as we keeping these little titles and distractions, you'll stay in the constant confusion, the constant rotation of the six. Electron, protons, neutrons, a physical body. Yeah. The sleep spell. That's what you're doing when you sleep. That's why some people snore when they sleep. It's a rotation. It's a dull, low
The
rotation.
mark of the beast, bro. This nigga's talking about when he's talking about put motherfuckers to sleep, meaning it doesn't kill them. Bro, they dead. See? Motherfuckers is dead already. Motherfuckers already got the mark of the beast.
And some of you that think that you don't got it too.
Exactly. And some of you that think you got it don't got it.
Right.
Don't got it. Don't even know you ain't got the mark of the beast you sealed. But wow. Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You finished?
Well, I'm just saying like that, you know, those things, those limitations, those mental limitations, which is the spiritual limitations, is what stops you from expounding when you can see compassion. When you can touch compassion, when you can hear compassion. And no matter what the vibration is, you know how to fix that vibration. Which goes against your natural self. That's what it's a con, C-O-N. Anytime you see that, it's standing, it's keeping you against your physical self, your spiritual self. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Your many spiritual selves. You can't even attach to one because you're being distracted and you're not living in the balance. You're staying on either side, God or devil. The balance is compassion. The seeing where you can talk to the so-called brother, how you said in the chat, or whoever, sister, and know exactly where she is in her life and bring her out of that state of confusion and change her condition. But when you just see problems with no solutions, then you, sir, are on the devil's side. Shit. Or you, Mr. Mom, whoever. The act of judgment. There's no judgment in the spirit. It just is what it is. Because it exists in compassion. And ain't no fairy tale life compassion. It's just whatever frequency of compassion someone is on. But if you say you God, then you know what needs to be fixed in the devil to bring them to their balance. So you recognize both sides, not just with one side, and give them a balance. I know it's a lot of fools running around, you know, want to argue, whatever. But yeah, if it's a nigga one, that's what the first people that I built with was the niggas on the corner selling drugs. That was the first ones that I could talk to on some real shit. Aliens, you want to talk about the system, society, how you could change it, all of that. That was the first niggas. They was the first entrepreneurs. They were the first masterminds. That's a mastermind just to get a product and flip it and make money right there. But nobody taught them how to utilize that in a way that wasn't damaging. A young boy, 12, his mom is strung out feeding his whole family. He had to do some devil shit to be God. Making sure his brothers and sisters had soap and food to eat on the block. That's what I didn't see, just him selling drugs. See, I looked at it from the compassion, from the balance. But a devil only see problems with no solutions. I may have seen a young girl on the block or whatever sleeping with God, but she was getting school clothes and shoes because her mom wasn't doing it. I seen both sides, not just what she was doing. And I knew what to say to her because I had a compassionate eye. You got to know the shoes they walk in before you say what they say about the shoes. You fit them, something. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Malachi?
Yep, that's right. You gotta walk. You gotta put yourself in their shoes and view things out of
Yeah, you
their
got to put
eyes
yourself in it.
to understand it.
Absolutely. And if you can't, then you know you on the wrong side. You're not on the balance. Create balance. The balance is balance. We're in a condition we're in because we still believe it is something higher than ourselves instead of your actual self. You want to believe y'all, that a man can walk on water and heal lepers, the ability to do it. So you're putting a limitation on yourself. That's why they feed our babies them in school about Harriet Tubman and all these people that's still gonna remind you of a slavery time or a segregation time or Shaka Zulu, I always say.
Yeah. Can I add to that?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly right. And as long as you keep on talking about what already took place, history will repeat itself. No one's right, like G was saying earlier, no one's writing about the now. Everybody's trying to rewrite what has already been written. People just didn't understand it. So you're really just rewriting old information rather than writing what's going on around you, the change and the transformation of what was written about that was going to take place. We need the new recorders of this new age. Not no one's got to really try to address what Inky and them did and all that. That happened, all right? That happened, that's there. But now is a new time, like Black Sun was just saying, that needs to be recorded in a new way. You understand? Or might not even be recorded when it's all said and done at this age, because there is a time where we become so spiritual. We won't even need astrology. We won't need mathematics. We won't need any of that. We'll be right back to. You can see it happening. You can see the speed happening. That's all. I just want to add.
I want to say real quick to if you were listening, I was talking about the spiritual, not you, Malachi, the chat, the spiritual and the physical. You wouldn't know nothing if it wasn't from a woman, sir. If you're saying that women need to take a seat, then you wouldn't have never learned anything that you know. The basic nature that you know, you wouldn't have known any of that if it wasn't for a woman. Go ahead, babe.
You finished? I know you ain't finished.
No, because that's the problem. People want to hear what they want to hear because they don't know how to listen. You can't forget the woman. That's the problem. God has been taught as a man the whole time, and men can't create anything other than nothing. Everything in creation comes from women. Everything comes from feminine. Everything that's created comes from feminine. So that's the other pride. The other reason why you people are in the condition that you're in. Because when you think masculine, God or devil, masculine, that's it. When you can't shake that, then you will overstand the condition that you're in. Because a woman needs to take a seat. The seat was created by the woman. Then you need to sit in it. And maybe get taught some real compassion and some real spirituality, because it comes natural to women first. And the physical body comes natural to the woman first. This is why she has a menses. This is the problem. Fools even think the sun is masculine. How? And your condition is off because you it goes together, the line and the nine, the masculine and the feminine, but it comes from the womb, the nine, to create another line. You need to sit down. That's who need to take the seat and learn. You can't even raise or stand a relationship right. I'ma trust you. You can't even treat your woman right. Anybody else and you can't even give the woman her credit or her right due. I ain't talking about no fucking Mother's Day either, because that's another spell. Father's Day too. Why can't it just be Parents' Day if it wasn't about divide and conquer, that devil shit? People take it like God shit because you're talking about the mother or the father. A lot of you niggas need to sit down and stay in that seat with a dunce hat on for a minute. You need drop squad. If you think the woman needs to take a seat, you need to watch some birth videos and how your mother taught you how to pick up a spoon and go to the bathroom. That's what you need. Man. Monkeys.
Yeah. But I'm gonna address that. But that's real.
I ain't following no nigga that can't I ain't following nobody anyway. But I ain't following no nigga that can't hold his family down. That don't know how to talk to women. That don't know how to that don't know who she is. That don't want to give the respect to the woman that is due, that is overdue. Mary had Jesus. Her degree had to be higher to bring something in. It was her DNA. You don't get greater from great. It had to be greater first, then great. Or whatever. The mother of God. That's what they say, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's something higher than God. Isn't that saying that? the mother of God. Better get your shit straight.
Oh man.
Oh, duck.
I was gonna say, Malachi, from Malachi was saying, a lot of people want to be stuck in the physical, man. Like they want to be. What I was getting at was they want to be stuck in this physical state of mind. They want to be in this physical state of world existence. They want to live in this existence. They want to live under a society. They want to live under those rules and guidelines of this, what go like you said, what goes around comes around, or everything repeats itself and it happens again. When we in that state of it repeated itself and repeated itself and repeated itself, and the repeat button broke. You know what I mean? It's only it's only two ways out this motherfucker. Is to get right, you know what I mean, or get left. Like I be saying, man, tune in or tune out or get tuned out. Because if you tune out, then you're gonna get tuned out. You know what I mean? And that means cut off. Ain't no repeating. You know what I mean? Ain't no repeating. Unless the devil get extension, the devil get extension. Listen, man.
You said the black woman is goddess, the black man is God. See, that's what go back to what Malachi was talking about, creating your own, having your own definitions and not the words that somebody gave you, even goddess.
Mm.
I mean, we're not godless or less than God. See, that's that devil mentality. That's not a balance. That don't even make sense. You talking about these great teachers that you read, and those great teachers that you read from said that the black woman is God. So what did you read? We gotta stop playing. That's a game. That's a whole game. Life with the bubble in the middle.
What I was getting ready to say, was that the old way of doing things are over, man. The old infrastructure is done. The thinking of being is done. There's new things coming down. You know what I mean? There's new messages. Like she was just saying, that's basically that's one of the things. It's time to get into that state right there of putting supposed to be at. Sit them down for what? That's the problem. Ain't no team. It's just I. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of motherfuckers is by themselves. For real. And dude that's talking probably one that's by himself. I don't think he got no mate. Or no woman. But that's the state of mind frame and the conditions that we're in, because y'all motherfuckers still going off for a teacher 50 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe it was a time where women had to be set down, but that was because the powers that be put it in the minds of the people of that time to put their women down, sit their women down, because they sat their women down. You know what I mean? Y'all heard me on this show many times say, my grandmother 5 times back was the chief of her tribe when the white man came to America and stepped foot on this land. She was free and stayed free. and my bloodline stayed free. Yeah, my grandmother married a slave, a runaway slave. But that's the point. That's the point right there. That's the point right there that's being made. As when I was saying, you know, days when I was coming up as a father son, I didn't never understand that why the woman was weak and wicked and secondary most necessary. As you tie it in and try to read the Bible, yeah, the Bible paints you a story. Eve made Adam bite. Eve ain't make Adam do shit. If that's the case, Adam bit that shit because he loved his woman, Eve. So she fell. He was falling too. Fuck that. We going out together. He could have made the choice. He knew better. If that's the case, if we want to go by those type of guidelines, you know what I mean? If we want to go by those type of guidelines, but that's not the case. That's all a part of the plan. So there wouldn't be no love and compassion, like she was saying. You know, I was thankful that I was raised by my moms because I probably would have learned what I was seeing from my eyes and my pops, having all the women, because that's how, you know what I mean. My state was at, but I was raised off of that love, that condition. You know what I mean? That compassion. So I love the woman. I love my mother beyond a shadow of a doubt. I, I learned how to cook because for Mother's Day, speaking on Mother's Day, you know what I mean? I was like 12, 11, and I cooked breakfast for my moms with a card and a rose. I used to always do stuff like that. Wake her up with make her bed, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I wasn't on. See, nigga would probably say that's a mama boy. I'm a mama boy. See, you got mama boys, but then you got mama's boy. And the mama boy made that ass fucking with mama. You know what I mean? Oh, period. Sisters, my cousins, females, whatever, my girl. I always was like that. Niggas called me a sucker for love, but it wasn't a sucker for love. I had compassion. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, right? I had love. I knew what that feeling was. And that's what I was gonna get into when I was going into the part also about piggybacking off of what Malachi was saying, because I was saying as the time we took off and we wasn't doing those shows, like I said, I was sitting back doing things with the one I love. We say love, we don't say love in the sense of where these European, these crackers, or whoever raised us to believe in love the way it was supposed to be, that they say it's supposed to be, like Romeo and Juliet and the white picket fence and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Or have a love for mortal more than for the most high. You know what I mean? Or mortal. You know what I mean? But as a person's just do right of admiration, of giving out admiration of love. Next being, because you know why? I loved myself. I love myself enough to love somebody because I knew love and love knew me. You know what I mean? So I gave out that love. And I sold drugs. What are you talking about? I lived that street life. But like I said, I always build and I always destroy. So if I'm destroying by hitting somebody's mother, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, nephew, uncle, daddy, grandpappy, great greats, or whatever, I was putting some build in there too. I was putting some positive on that. I have many of ex addicts that are ex addicts because of the things that I've said to them, or because of the things that I've done for them. In the sense of not letting motherfuckers disrespect me. If she was pregnant, you had to get up out of here, and nobody don't serve her. I had my rules. I had my guidelines. I had things that I didn't cross, certain barriers that I didn't cross. I didn't want to cross. I didn't want to be what America calls a gangster or a bad guy. I was the original bad boy, the original bad guy. How anyone in leadership or anyone in charge or anyone in a reference of being a boss, you know what I mean? Justice or giving out justice as one sees fit. Only if they can knowledge, wisdom, and understand. To knowledge, wisdom, and understand how to give out that justice. Just like you have to know how to give out that love. Can't love everybody. Or you could have love for everybody, but you can't love everybody. Go up and love everybody. You know what I mean? You can't have everyone in your circle and you just love them the same. So now you have to build a network of people that work in the same mind frame as yourself. So as I was saying, right, lost you. You get back to when I was chilling and not doing videos, I was seeing a lack of love. Motherfuckers think when we get up here and we bang, we roast the motherfucker. Roasting is that we want to be funny or we want to downgrade motherfuckers. We want to talk bad at people. We don't got no compassion or love in what we doing. No, we giving out the true love. We giving it out when we roasting you. We roasting that soul. Helps you eat the burn slow. And something taking place within you spiritually. Because motherfuckers want to stay stuck on the physical realm of things. Not knowing that this shit has to give way to something greater. You can't have greater and then go great. You know what I mean? It has something and it be great. You know what I mean? You have greater and you have great. Yeah. How I'm going backwards. In the eyes of people, my child or my offsprings may outdo me in the eyes of others in the way that they may think or judge by saying, my son, or was my son greater than me, or was my child greater than me, period, son or daughter. Son or daughter. So when I was sitting back and I'm looking at this, and then I see a video, I see a couple videos on the fifth dimension of what's taking place, and I'm correlating and confirming what's already with what I already willed in my mind, what I already willed it to be, or what I already willed it to see. And that's what I was getting at earlier when I was saying nobody's willing nothing. That was another video I watched where a brother was saying, I'll teach you how to how to make $1 million. You know what I mean? How you can make $1 million. I think he said it one day out of nowhere, something like that to that effect. And I go on the brother page, I'm looking at his video, and the brother says, will it. We have to create the will. We have to create the what? The new, the what?
The will.
Nah, say it. Merkaba.
Merkaba.
Yeah, Merkaba. The Merkaba. No one wants to create. No one wants to be able to create. He was taught to remember how to create and will it. You know what I mean? So if you have greater life outside of the physical and the spiritual, why not want to be spiritual? Why I want to be physical? Why I want to do things physically? Why you can't will it so? Why you can't create it to be so? But forget all that. If you already know what's supposed to take place before it take place, and you remember how it's going to take place and when it's going to take place, then you know what's taking place. You ain't in that condition. I had to live those sides to know this. I had to be on the negative and the positive side. I had to be the black devil and the God in the same time. I had to be God and be the devil at different times. To prepare me for the condition that's about to take place. Because believers, the event gonna take place in the now. You know what I mean? In this physical state, it has to go. The soul wants out of the body. The spirit wants out of the body. That's a natural cause and effect. That soul, that spirit has to be released. And I ain't talking about in the sense of physical death and spiritual death. I'm not talking about someone actually walking up and killing you. You killing yourself. One way or other, in this fifth dimensional shift and change, you're going to come up out that shell. Niggas think it was a game when Papa Wu was saying that on the Wu Take Forever album. And Ray just put it on the Wow. His new album. He said, if a motherfucker see his insides flip inside out, he would die. That's what happens when you activate and transform your Mukaba, your Makaba, your Mukaba, your Merkaba. Your soul and your spirit. Inside out. Some motherfuckers just gonna explode. And I'm glad, like, in that, listen to that light tape, just re-enhance what I always say, like Pop said, like, you call me crazy all the fuck you want. You ain't gotta believe it. Nigga, you gonna see it take place. You gonna see it. And we seeing it. I'm seeing it. I've been seeing it before he said to see it. I ain't the only one seeing it. My squad see it. If I see it, other people outside see it. People all over the world Facebook and whatever, Instagram, whatever, talking about it. That's who I'm talking to. Those people. And I'm also talking to things that will or have come up out that shell. Because let me make that clear too, because there's some that already, you think you're seeing someone in the shell. You see the hologram that you could touch, hear, and see. Some motherfuckers don't see it at all. You know what I mean? That's why a motherfucker will walk dead into a motherfucker. He looking right in front of himself. And then when they bump you and they walk and in their head they said, fuck man, where the fuck he came from? Yeah, he came from, right? You see that nigga? Looking right in front of you. Looking right. You dug in your pockets 1,000 times. On that 1,000th time, you pulled that motherfucking dollar, quarter, whatever, ring, whatever you was looking for out your fucking pocket. That stack. I don't have stacks in my pocket and can't find stacks. How you do that? You got a big wad of cash in your pocket, but find it. But pull it out probably after the 5th time. There's some shit going on, man. There's some shit taking place. Me if I say that shit all the time. We sit here today, right? We like, yo, there's some shit taking place, man.
Yeah.
I know it was just 5 of them motherfuckers in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
3. They come back and be more.
Yeah.
It was 1 and then now it's 3. Like, what the fuck? I know I just see it was only 1 there.
Yeah.
Seeing it at the same time, saying the same thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where that came from. Could I willed it? Because I wanted it so bad? Or because I put it in my mind and wanted to have it? And I don't mean want and have in the sense of how people get it fucked up when you say you ain't supposed to want. You know what I mean? No? Instances that I don't want shit in the shit. It shit come. You know what I mean? But Malachi, you got anything to add on to that, bro? Caught a spell. I mean, you know, man. So the moral, what I was saying, basically, is like, you know, people, there's a way out. If you're one of those people I'm talking to now, if you're one of those people out there, right, that recognize the signs of time or the now, signs of the now, and know and see what's taking place in the now, and you're a little shaky, don't be shaky. It's nothing to be shaky for. You know what I mean? Because you see it and you know it. So accept it for what it is, right? Because it'll help you easier transcend or ascend or transform or upgrade or uplift yourself. Reassurance of knowing is the key. Reassurance of knowing is the key. No, listen to me. Because you must know these things to be actual, factual. It may have came from a starter belief, a standpoint from a belief or believe, or to have faith, because some come from that direction. I know I came out of that darkness into the light at 16. So I know. But there's those that right now, grown as a motherfucker, still in the dark. Or they got a crack of light coming through. It's like they getting baby fed. A bottle with a nipple. Get that nigga a bottle. Yeah, baby. You'll send the quarter suckle that. For real though, you have to be in the know, in the now, that everything gonna be all right. That you live, that you will transform. You're living now. But that at the same time. It's like I always say when we're on the show, right? I always say it's like you bend down, you draw a line in the front of your feet, and motherfuckers can't step over that line. That's at the tip of their feet. Nudge it. You know what I mean? Some stuck right in the middle of the line. Some stuck on the edge of the other side of the line. One line, you have another line. Parallel. Always. You can't have one without one. Or you would say it's two. You can't have one, can't have one line without another line. You can't have one dot without another dot being on the other side of the dot. You can't have a sun, another sun on the other side of that sun. To come through. You can't have a hole without another end of the hole to come out of. We ain't living in a physical world no more. That's what motherfuckers need to get a grasp on. And that ties in what Doc was saying when he was talking about the states of Malakut and Lahut. When he was breaking it, and that was a answer light tape. Yeah. Because he was being questioned by Imam Isa. He's being questioned as Imam Isa. You know what I mean? So when you dealing with these states, like he was saying, they're not set, you're dealing with a physical gas or a solid, a liquid, and a gas. Nasut, Malakut, Lahut. So you got different stages of yourself. That's the state we're in today. You're gonna be able to, you're gonna have to be able to or be ready to transform, let this physical body go. So it don't matter what we go running up in the hoods. Don't matter if you go, you know what I mean? Niggas go war with the government. You know what I mean? killing no damn body. Mhm. You should be able to talk to somebody. And motherfuckers don't believe just because you don't physically seeing it being done. Niggas is spiritually getting their ass whipped and feeling it physically. They getting their ass whipped on a spiritual plane, coming down into a physical state. Yeah, getting their ass whipped and killed. Life taken. It's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a very different state of existence. Yo, Malachi.
Yep.
Talk to him, man.
What it do?
Yeah, talk to him, Aku.
Alright. Ain't got nothing to say. No, that guy's crazy, man. Yeah.
Oh, that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing it, what he was writing in the chat.
Yeah, he got some a little. He's stuck in that program. He's stuck in that NOI program.
Yeah. Mm. I think what I could correct one thing, that the Master Teacher did not follow Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, he wrote that.
You know what I'm saying? He wrote that, yeah. And I'm saying, obviously, yeah, he followed the guy who you followed. No. Ain't no following out here. You walk alongside, we walk together, or we don't do nothing. Straight.
He gave Elijah his respect because he couldn't step on his shoes. He was doing his own works.
That's right. We walk alongside each other for a little while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't have two receivers going off at one time.
That's right. You just gotta listen to one when the other one run out, then you go for the new one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, other than that, yeah, man, I don't know. He said he's evil because he was raised by his mother. So,
I see that.
I don't understand things like that. Yes, sir. I do and I don't. So, you know, as I understand that we are agreeable, disagreeable, you get me? We have two natures. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have solar plexus, because we have a soul, a sun within us. You know what I'm saying? Breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide. It's not really hard to tell or, you know what I mean, work out that you are the jinn. You know what I'm saying? You are the poor green light and you are the amber light. So, you know what I mean? That's why we're in the condition we're in, because too many people are polarized. You know what I'm saying? They have a one way permanently or the other way permanently. And that can't work. We want balance. You know what I'm saying? Without balance, then you become unstable. And once you're unstable, once you're unbalanced, it's a balance of chemicals. So it's a chemical imbalance. Once you've got chemical imbalance, then you're all fucked up. This is the basis of all this type of ailment on the physical plane. Do you get what I'm saying? If we're looking at it on the physical plane, but you know, as Brother Gregory said before, you must be misinterpreting. You know what I'm saying? You must think that we're dealing with the physical. No, we're not dealing with the physical. We're dealing with the metaphysical, bro. You know what I'm saying? What is your condition? Do you know you have a condition? Have you been diagnosed? You know what the
Right.
symptoms are. You know what I'm saying? People quick to jump and say, no, that ain't me. Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, really? You didn't hear the system, the symptoms. Sister Fatima was giving you the symptoms and giving you the cure. You get what I'm saying? But they never listen. So, you know, listen, sound therapy, sound right reasoning. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what is the condition? That's the condition. The condition is too many people are polarized and don't have balance. You get what I'm saying? Don't have balance. So it's and self-hate is a very strong thing as well. This self-hate and this ego thing about yeah, but the black man is God too. Nigga or niggaru. We've been talking about us for ages, man. You know what I mean? Peace, God, all that God stuff. Then, you know, if you say the black woman is God, it's true. Where did goddess come from? Or godless? As you said, they told you the black woman is God, then she's God, then, isn't it? It can't be anything else. You can't add to it, you can't take away from it. If you take away from it, then you become godless.
That's a fact. That's the part I couldn't understand Maku back then. Like, if I'm God, how the fuck she just equality?
Exactly.
Or Earth or Moon? Like, yeah, she gotta be God too. Like,
God, she gotta be the original God at that. You know what I'm
then
saying?
when the term goddess and the way they try to explain it came
Yeah.
out, yeah, I was in cool with that. I was cool with that.
Mm.
Fire broke it back down to me and brought me back.
Mm.
With the, how you gonna don't say that? Cause I'm God, you got. I'm like, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's a bit like Queen. Yeah, my Nubian queen. Like, wow,
Yeah,
okay, your Nubian prostitute. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
You gotta learn the language, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, God over godless any day.
And
Yeah.
in the tablets, it explains it phonetically as she and her, be having he in it, but referring to a her rather than a he, just referring to a he. You see? I get that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I wonder what the R is. The R must be the Ruh.
On the rock.
Rah. So the fire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, disagreeable nature. Yeah, it's within us. You're just right, brother Gregory. You know what I mean? We are angels. We are devils. We've fallen from grace. So you're a fallen angel. So you know, go accept it. What we're trying to do is elevate, ascend. You know what I'm saying? Not descending. I don't want to be a descending angel. Still going down. You know, you're trying to get back up in levels of light. So you know, for them to even get into that school or that aspect, they have to sort their lives out or sort themselves out. It's pure Michael Jackson, man in the mirror. Sometimes you have to stop and hear yourself talk or think, even if you want to say it that way. But still talking, whether it's out through your mind or out through your mouth. The thoughts are in the head, but sometimes you gotta hear yourself think with all the traffic, with all the, you know, depending where you live, depending on how many people in the house, depending if people live close to you or on top of you or around, you know,
Mhm.
it all affects. We're all vampires of energy.
Mm-hmm.
whether we like that or not. You know what I'm saying? We do it sometimes purposely, and we do it sometimes accidentally. You know what I mean? That energy be so good of someone, you just suck the whole of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a black hole or a black sun. You know what I'm saying?
And that goes into the conditioning.
Mm.
Let me make this connection real quick, because when you're dealing with scriptures, right? They say the moment so-called Adam and Eve became conscious is the moment the world began to decline. You see what I'm saying? So the thing today is, are you conscious? And what's that doing to people consciously? It's causing them pretty much to think of things that they're really not. You see what I'm saying? So they're thinking themselves out of their true existence by titling themselves different names by other people. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're trying to reach a level to where there are no titles. You know, you don't make reference to yourself to being associated with anything, because anything you call yourself other than whatever you came up with ultimately falls under someone else's philosophy or meaning or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So collectively, we don't need a title. It's more of an action. It's not a written word. It's a sound word. Going back into the sound therapy, it's a feeling, you know, and the gestures that we need to be understanding. Again, to what you were saying earlier, and the gestures of how we need to really start understanding each other and vibrating. Understanding how a person vibrates. You know what I mean? Not forgetting what a person is like. Like once you come across a person, the person does something to you, and they scorn you a certain way, or they show their true colors, and you be like, oh damn, that's some old funny style mess right there. You don't want to forget that. You know what I mean? You want to continue to do whatever it is you do, but you don't want to forget that funny style moment that this person is capable of at any moment. You see what I'm saying? Because you're only fooling yourself. So, and that goes into the working and the conflict of interest that people have today, whereas though they saying white man this, we got to physically take over this, take over that, but they wake up in the morning and go to work.
Right.
This is a condition that they're in, and it's a sickness. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right, Malachi. Hit that shit.
Word.
We'll wake up right in the morning, go work for that white man.
Right.
Yes, sir, boss. How's it doing, boss? Good day, boss. All right, boss.
And then come talk that shit on YouTube.
Yeah. Shit.
So I'm saying, and look, real quick, what's that? Because what's that doing, G? We're missing out on a lot of opportunity on the other side of the coin. There's a lot of people who's taking advantage of certain situations, right? And they're able to do more for our people if they wanted to, rather than these people who just got a lot to say. So and I'm saying that because there's ways to make money, ways we could be connected, building, and using them finances and that money to big up ourselves. But we saying fuck the white man, fuck everything, fuck his platform, destroy him, destroy everything, and we don't even understand the philosophy of how to get money, use it to benefit ourselves in case of anything. Going back into the conflict of interest, man.
They can think of the white man.
You gonna do that with Gospels of Yanun? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
How you gonna do that with Gospels of Yanun?
Right. You
That's
stupid.
that's part of the sickness, bro. You know, that's part of the condition we're in.
Yep.
As you said before, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. You get what I'm saying? And that's becoming a problem now, because obviously if people are not looking within themselves and doing all the things we're saying, you know what I'm saying, it's because there's other focus. People are giving them new gospels, you know what I'm saying, telling them how to marry, telling them what to do in relationships, all of this type of thing. You're sick. You need detox. You need quarantine. You need Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Everybody gotta leave US, man. You know what I'm saying? Journey home, man. You gotta go journey home. Hold on to the rope, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because in the long run, when the lights do go out, yeah, and the plates shift and all of that, and California goes down on the water, and you know what I'm saying? No, man. No. All of that gospel and all of that is not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be there, Yanin, 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 Yanin. Nigga, that's Hindu, man. That's mantra. Everything they're doing is Hindu. You know what I'm saying? From start to finish. It's disagreeable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plagiarizing Hindu work.
How you gonna plagiarize Hindu? That's like, it's like the lowest of the low and shit. You gonna plagiarize the disagreeable shit. How disagreeable do you have to be to plagiarize the disagreeable shit?
But that's the state. That's the state the niggas is in. A cool.
No,
I
fact.
came to understand that they all see they back in their original state.
Yeah.
See, they are the Hindus. Motherfuckers looking for the pale
Yeah.
fucking Hindus. You know what I mean? When the original real Hindus is back. See, the original Hindus was our colors. Niggas don't wash our shit so much. Got.
Yep.
But them niggas
Yep.
remember. See, those niggas right there, they remember. They know them the guys.
Yeah.
No, they Hindu.
Shit.
But
You
they
saw.
now they're misleading a lot of new ones. Yes. New, yes, what you're saying that applies, yes, to them. They're misguiding a lot of motherfuckers to copy some Hindu shit.
Yeah.
But those that are Hindu, hey, that's who you are.
You are. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what I mean? That's what God said. He said motherfuckers is gonna come into their rightful self. So into their rightful self, and they got their own 144,000. They got their own Yanoon and the whole bits. They own Allah,
Yep.
Shiva, Brahma, whatever.
Fire Bab.
Yeah, Paya. Word, man.
Shit. It's gone too
Tootie,
far.
Inky, Enlil, they got their own Adams, whatever, Cigars, and when they got 144,000. We know the distinction between those that are us and those ain't us. Them niggas was Toys R Us. You know what I mean? Over there.
With the Packerack. Yeah?
But yeah, we dealing with the Toys R Us.
We don't deal with the Packerack.
Trick daddy shit. Yeah?
Kitty City.
Kitty City. Yeah. Kitty City. You know what I mean? But we trying to at least extend the courtesy of waking some of you motherfuckers up and pulling you away. Right, McCullough?
Right. We in the Matrix, man. Yeah.
Tell me again.
And we on Morpheus out here. Morpheus and Trinity. This is what we're dealing with. Yeah. The real Holy Trinity.
And Neo.
That's right. There's Neo's in there.
Real Trinity. We on our Trinity shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that love, that divine love.
My daughter's name is Trinity.
See?
See? You know what I mean?
Mm.
And you wanna know how she got her name Trinity?
Wow.
Cause she my only child I seen born, right?
Yeah.
And when she was born, she came out. You know, I'm black. You see me, I'm black as hell. My baby mother black as hell. She was white, like she came out white.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But like it looked, no, that's how all my babies. You know what I mean? They was light.
Yeah.
White. It was like I'm seeing it, like from straight out, coming out.
Mm.
When I go outside, I'm going home. Like I put in the room, put in the tank, go to two, better. I'm going home now. And when I was walking home, something Doc said caught me. Some Pop said caught me. He used to, he said, the time that we can see ourselves charted. For some, it would be a sign of a shooting star. So as soon as it came in my mind, I stopped in my tracks and did a 360. Got 180, facing back towards the hospital. The star shot across the hospital. So she became Trinity Star. She was already gonna be Trinity because she was born in 2002, coming into 2003. So I was gonna say, you know what I mean? I'm going with the Trinity. I'm taking it back to the Trinity, to the real Trinity. You know what I mean? What Pop says. So I'm like, all right, that's Trinity Star coming. Trinity Star coming in. Yeah, middle name Star. Trinity Star. And that's with two R's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to go off because I still only had girls. I mean, I got 6 girls, 2 boys. You know what I mean? And I saw the woman power that was coming through because of my daughters. You know what I mean? They was me, so I had to name them as the men that you would see named in the Bible. I did the knowledge to that to tie that in. You feel me?
Yeah.
To correlate that with my girls. Back then, when I was God body, my attribute was Hakeem. So I named my daughter Hakima. You know what I mean? And she acts like she got the whole demeanor. You know what I mean? She got the whole Hakeem pitch, the female me. You know what I mean? To me, so
Mm.
you know how we do this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my son is Kadar, but I call him King Dog. I call him the Kingdom because his sister is Trinity.
Mm.
So when he was born, I named him the Kingdom. His name is King Kadam, but I call him King Don. King Don. Kingdom.
Mhm.
Get that off of there.
Cold.
Uh,
With down. It's cold. Right in the middle.
Hold on. You could talk. Go ahead. That was it, though. That's how she became Trinity, though.
Mm.
Trinity spell.
Yeah. They're gonna soon learn. There's all sorts of Trinity going on out there. When the Trinity of motherships come up above your head, then you're gonna know.
Right. There you go. Right.
Sit there yanning and all sorts, and wearing bindies, eating bean pies, and doing all sorts of types of shit. Lentils and shit. Non-African shit. Non-Native American shit. I don't know what the fuck you are doing. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? Tony Bruce, I'll be coming for you soon. We'll get that evidence. You know what I mean? We're gonna get some live Afarian news. Yeah, you wanna give us some? You got some
Real deep news, right? Straight
Yeah.
from the.
It's
It's time to fix what. It's time to fix their conditions, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna get corrected. Doc.
There you go.
Doc.
Time for that correction.
Yeah,
DOC, Department of Corrections, huh?
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Corrected coming over here.
Cause we wanna know where the money at. Where the money gone. Where the petition money gone.
Where the people money go?
Ha.
Where the people money go?
Where people money go. How you become the leader. Ha. How your hair blonde. Ha. How you writing books on rape. Ha. I don't understand. An offer is an offer. I told them. Offer. And the master teacher told me. Offer and authorization. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying the author of that shit. She's a publisher at least. You know what I'm saying? She got a legal firm, so she knows what to do. She knows how to take it to HE, Cabina, York. You know? Legal and standing and everything. You know what I'm saying? They're not liable for anything because they didn't do anything wrong. But that's a goddamn cracker. Anyway. But yeah. Sassy's been quiet though. He's been studying hard, and all sorts.
Yeah, they gotta know their language.
They gotta learn it. You gonna learn.
They gotta know how to talk to they people when they come.
That's right. Yeah.
They gotta talk their people language.
When them beings come from there, they can say, yeah, no wapui, no wapui. Like, come, goddamn. Yeah, say, definitely ain't gonna be our ancestors.
How you gonna know the tones? How you gonna know the frequencies if you don't speak the language? Fuck out of here. You ain't half you niggas learn the language and still don't even know the tone.
Exactly.
Tone is automatic. It's natural. When it come on, you gonna hit that motherfucker where it's supposed to be hit. Believe that. Hit it any other way you want to.
All I know is they're still working on it, Carl. You still using Nuwabic words.
For that, right, bro? When it's time to hit that tone, that motherfucker gonna come out, right?
It's like where in Islam when they teach you when they say the angel of death comes, it will say who is your God?
Yeah.
It's three questions. Who is your God? What is your religion? What is your religion? I don't know. Forget. It's three questions. But I asked the I asked the imam when I was a kid. So what if I don't know Arabic, or what if someone doesn't know Arabic? You know, so he was like, you'll just know and speak it in your language. You know what I'm saying? He was stumbled, but he gave the right answer though. So if it speaks Chinese and the rapture comes, then it would be in the tone that they know. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I read that in this book. that well, it was a series of books about the Armageddon, and when the Jesus in there came,
In quotation marks.
you know what I mean?
Mm.
He's making quotation.
You know how they
quotation marks.
say, quote
They
unquote, when
say-
the Jesus come, like, when he spoke, he was heard in every country, but it was heard in their dialect and their language. Or you see the new series V.
American Gods, when he said it's a Mexican Jesus and a
Yeah,
Puerto Rican Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, man.
He said that Mexican Jesus. That's how Mexicans started skipping the border because he went to Sao Paulo. And
nigga snuck in, he said.
yeah, he snuck in. Yeah.
He was an alien. The other word he said he was an alien.
He said he was an alien.
You know what I mean? He was saying that he snuck in across the border. He was illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was an illegal alien.
Yeah. But in the V series, when the V bitch was talking, you heard it in every language.
Yeah.
French, Chinese, Japan, whatever. You know what I mean? And they was speaking whatever language or tone they wanted to
There's
speak.
spooky shit that people think that you just gonna hear. First of all, it's a remix of all the languages.
Listen, you can't get the tones without Inglesi. They wouldn't even know what Yanun or how to spell it or anything.
Right.
One of the holy tablets is in Inglesi. What you gonna do? El Zinjiro, Inglesi. El Quran, Inglesi. El Torah, Inglesi. Gold Book, Inglesi. You know what I'm saying? He's got Nuwapic in there, and you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The translation, but it's still going to be translated with the Inglesi to get the tones.
Right.
Shit. What talk about?
You know what you're reading.
So if it's so important, the master teacher wouldn't have done. It's too complicated for y'all. Some of us are still struggling with learning Arabic and Hebrew, and you know what I mean?
And when you write it, it's supposed to be written in symbols, not even the English. The English, I mean.
That's right.
When the angel Gabriel gave it to them all shit, or whoever gave it to him, Michael, they gave it to him in whatever language they spoke.
That's right.
If it's a
They didn't come down speaking an ancient alien language.
No.
if it's
Not to them, no.
if it's a language that was documented, then the culture should be documented as well, because it goes hand in hand, language and culture. So if you could pick that up, what you say?
All I'm saying is Gabriel spoke Arabic. He said Ikra Muhammad. So,
Yeah. And he said, how I'm supposed to read, I don't even know how to read.
Exactly. And Ikra. That's Arabic. So he spoke his language to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a translation in itself.
That's why language is called tongue.
Mm. Yeah. Speaking in tongue or tones.
Yeah.
So he's speaking tones, yeah. Many tones.
Yep. How Killer Priest said, many a tongue.
Mm-hmm. Many a tongue. Many tones. You know what I'm saying? We don't speak in tongue. We speak in tones.
That's where language comes from, lingua, which means tongue.
That's right. Say it with your tongue. Yeah,
Say it with the back of your throat.
yeah, say it with the back of your neck.
Fuck out of here.
Negaro. Say it with your neck. Neck bone, Becky. Yeah.
Oh, man. Man.
It's Rahu is back. And you say with your chest.
Yeah, like you told him.
Rahu, but
Ain't bounce up in here tonight.
mm-hmm. Yo. Well, maybe it should be a short one today. Maybe you shouldn't go into too tough today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing, so they're getting a little taster. You know?
So they're gonna pop up now.
Oh, he said he got 3 wives. That's peace.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
then
saying that from the ego standpoint.
Yeah,
Like, I got 3
3
wives.
man.
Nigga, if you
Hey,
really think about it,
Hey, you got them all sitting down.
you the goddess.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Is that patriarchal or matriarchal?
listen.
Right.
Malcolm X had a woman beside him, and goddamn it, he ain't tell her to sit down. Martin Luther King had a woman beside her. Down. They had to sit down because of social standards or regulation of rules of under a religion. They ran the house. Nigga. They ran. Yo, Bill Clinton ain't get there without Hillary. Reagan ain't get there without. A lot of these presidents you see, they women got them in office. They didn't get themselves in office. You know what I mean? Women were behind them a lot. The women played a situation.
Is Winnie Mandela is a triple OG, fam. You get me?
Yeah, that's where the old head. I ain't seen him in a minute. Mandela Khan. I miss my old head agitator.
Yeah, forget Mandela. It's all about Winnie. Anti-Winnie. Anti-Winnie kept
The greatest woman on the planet.
the greatest woman on the planet.
That's right. And that's a fact. So they need to fall back. You know what I'm saying? With all this man shit and ego shit. Niggas ain't done shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
One of the RBGs, and he said that.
Yeah. I'm telling you. If he's smart, he knows his history, then he'll know even Shaka fucked up.
Yeah, Shaka. That's what Shaka fucked. The nigga killed his mother, his sisters.
And then his auntie dealt with him.
Well, he put the curse on himself.
That's right.
I was thinking, that made me think of something you said one time, Cool, when you said women naturally, like moms, know like how to control your mind, or like you said, like they know how to do magic. You know, they make women naturally, the mothers.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's
and
true.
Curses as well. That I was referring to Curses, I think. That time. Yeah. The power of the spoken word with women. That's what I was referring to.
Man.
The words of power, and that women need to be careful when they're using those powers. They don't realize. They just be cursing niggas. You know what I'm saying? They curse daddy, they curse son, they curse everybody. Everybody get cussed. You know what I'm saying? But some of them, it's mental.
My first 2 bids, I caught. My first 2 felonies back to back, I caught. I didn't listen to the woman I was with at the time. She had the vision, saw the dream. I wasn't at that state yet. I thought that was some wicked shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was like, yo, listen, man, I just dreamed. She started crying and all that. Don't go nowhere. You gonna get locked up. I'm like, yo, listen, man, I do this every night. What you talking about? I'm gonna take my nephew. We gonna go over here. We coming right back. You know what I mean? Right back. Pull off, right? Go to my project gas station. Store, right? And my niece's best friend, her homegirl, she stayed with my aunt at the time, was at the store, and she ran up on the car and was like, my brother just got locked up. So I look at my nephew. I know I want to do it, but I know Shalik gonna be like, you know what I mean? Fuck that. We going over here, nigga. And I know Reggie was gonna go with Shalik said, so I'm like, I don't know. Giannis said take a. He like, nah, Giannis, we ain't going that way. We going to cause she asked us where we was going. It's like Stapleton. We going to Stapleton. He was like, but we ain't going to Stapleton that way past the precinct. We gonna go the highway. Park Hill. And sure enough, we pull off, and guess which way we went? We drove right past the precinct, made it all the way to Stapleton. Soon as we parked the car, you know, lie, I didn't even get my foot up. I put the joint in and parked and slammed the door. When I slammed the door, D's was at the back of the car out. Guns out. It was Halloween night. So, you know, back then, that's when they first started busting off on Halloween. I mean, it's 88. It's 88. Matter of fact, my bad. It's 88. This when we just started, you know, guns is out on Halloween now. And shots. And car got it from a fiend. Happened to be stolen. Well, not stolen, reported stolen. The lady was married, and her husband, she went on a binge and took the car, and her husband reported it stolen. She was trying to sell it to me, but she ain't had a title, so my dude I was working for was like, nah, I ain't buying you the car, because he was about to buy me a car. He was like, nah, I ain't buying that. She ain't got the title. Stay the fuck out that car. So now I got warned by him, and then that night I get warned by her. Sure enough, cuffs. Buddy, when we get to the precinct, check this out. Check this shit. When we get to the precinct, they bring us in through the back. When they get us to the fucking counter, guess who walks inside the precinct door? She just started taking jewelry off us. Oh, I told y'all niggas to give me a ride. I know you didn't want to go in there with these, so let me get those rings. Hey, I tell Aunt Linda and saying y'all got locked up.
Yes.
Now that's a story for you. Something to show you. That's example. That's example of real life experience to tie into what we just said about the woman. You know what I mean? And listen to them when they throw them words out and they tell you they visions. From there, I was like, yo, the same girl. I get a bid on that bid. I come home, the same girl the next year. Same shit. We broke up because she wasn't with me on the bid, but still smashing here and there. One night she called me to come to her crib. I think she want to smash, but I'm messing with her girlfriend. I don't want to fuck with her no more. But I leave her girlfriend crib, slide over there. What you want to see me about? She went into a story about trying to get with me. But when I got ready to leave, she was like, yo, listen, I really called you over there for this. You know, I be having my dreams. You know, I be seeing my visions. Listen, I just had a dream last night that you was on the block. Nigga shot me. Now me and my brothers was beefing with some dudes at the time, and it was about to be some play. But I was gonna be the one serving that. Get served with that. You know what I mean? But I ignored it. I'm like, yo, I'm at it. She like, nah, don't leave. I'm like, I'm all right. I'm out of here. Here you go with this shit. I'm gone. But don't leave. Same shit. Crying, don't leave. I'm like, nah, man. I'm going right across the street and I'm going in the house. I'm going around the corner and I'm going in the house. Walk to the corner store. My brother and I'm standing right there. I get them niggas pound and tell them I'm going to the house. And the scooter pulled up out of nowhere. Shit. Scooter just jump out, start harassing us. That's what we was calling the nigga too, Scooter Man. I was like, oh shit, bro, there go Scooter Man. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, he right behind you. Hey, what are you gentlemen doing? Why y'all standing in front of the store? Lottery. Come here, what's your name? What you got? What y'all got on you? What? I took off. Took off, threw the shit. Soon as I get to the step, this nigga isn't. I done left him. a block. I get to the door, I'm banging and I'm locked. The door is usually unlocked. I'm banging. Shorty to come open this motherfucker. Bet that door didn't open till I was in some cuffs again. It's like I didn't hear it. I fell asleep. My bad. What y'all doing to him? I'm fighting. I'm like, yo, listen, man. I'm on parole. Just came home. I'm swinging on this nigga. Everything, bro. I'm trying to get at it. Get out of this. You know what I mean? And I'm getting my wrist switched. Get out on RR. 3 days later, I'm locked up, going up north again on my second joint. On a violation, because no, I went up. Matter of fact, I was on the paper felony then. Yeah, I went up, and I'm going up north. I had 5 years probation, turned into a 3 to 6, quick. 4 days later, 2-7. Wow, me a 7. You see what I mean? Like not listening. So I learned the power of the woman then. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start listening to these motherfuckers see some shit. They got some powers. As a wizard, you play with these girls, man. You be in some shit. Listen, man. You play with these women if you want to, brother.
Enough of these women have been my minister of information.
Real. And they ain't gotta say it in front of you. They ain't gotta curse. Some of them do curse you. And that shit come true. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's why you gonna get locked up, you dirty, no good motherfucker.
You a dog.
I hope you think a couple months go by, you still back and forth, and a couple months go by, you locked up. A couple weeks, maybe a day, the next day. But yeah, you can't. The woman is the power, man. I seen that power, yeah. I seen that power. Man.
That's how they count.
I respect that power. That power equal with me. You know what I mean? That power, even though I give it more than myself. I give it more power than myself. I always was like that. I tried at least. You know what I mean? I was always like that. I let my woman try to. When I got to step in, I step in. Other than that, I'm more like, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, where you want to go. You know what I mean? What you need.
I like what you like.
Stop lying.
You sound like the chick in Coming to America.
I ain't no Nagaro. Them niggas lying.
I like what you like. Walk like a dog.
Right.
I always gave praise to
Whatever you like.
Yeah, I always gave praise. Whether they believed it or not, hey, that ain't my problem.
I hear that.
I played my part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the background. Women that can sit.
Yo, but that used to be the problem too.
Yeah.
Because here it is, I'm a street dude.
Yeah.
Recognizing and giving all praise due. And that don't mix. Like, hold up, nigga, I see you every day out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see you and your team get into little squabbles. I see how, you know what I mean? Like, hell no, you ain't like, all them dudes respect you and you this nice. You know what I mean? Like, you got goons respecting you. You rolling with goons. Like, you rolling with, and these niggas respect you and you. Nah, that ain't you. Man, what the hell? My mama raised me. I ran to the streets. I'm stuck. I had to be my own man. I was mama's boy, but now I'm mama boy.
Yeah, man. Mama raised a gangster. What are you talking about?
Yeah, mama raised a G. Mama let me roam and do me. She let me be a man. She let me be a boy. She ain't try to control my ways. She just, hey, once in a while, she see me on the wrong. She like, hey, listen, man. You know, I also would tell her Bob about it. You know what I mean? Oh, that girl, she a little too fast for you, a little too old. You know what I mean? Like, you Yeah, you need to slow down.
Yep.
Now,
You know what I mean? You gonna get hurt. I'm telling you.
She's the only one
Yeah.
to have several seats.
Yeah, she the only one. Yeah.
The only one to say that shit.
She the only one. You right.
Right. That girl needs to take several seats back, man. She a bad one, that one. They know.
You too. You tell your ass to take several seats. Nigga sit when mama spoke on that level,
Mm.
it wasn't no talking.
Shut the fuck
Just
up.
like it wasn't no talking when she let me roam. I'm hearing the mouth, the backhand, whatever.
Whatever.
Cause now I done stepped out of the bounds, and that don't even happen once for my mom in my whole life. But she let me know, motherfucker. I wear these just cause I don't say shit. You know what I mean? You done went out of bounds. Now you stealing. You got my name in the dirt up down there. Cause I work with these people. I grew up with these people.
Yeah.
You got motherfuckers calling me, telling me you ain't in the back where you supposed to be at on punishment. Expelled from school. Oh no. You get oh. That's when you know mama always sleep because she'll work so hard. You could sneak out the window or wherever and come back, leave the door locked, unlocked. So mama out.
Sometimes.
Played that shit too. Played it wrong that night.
made that song for you.
Yeah, I played it wrong that night. Want to go to this, steal some Mad Dog 2020. I ain't drank no Mad Dog 2020 since.
Yeah. I remember that.
You know what I mean? I threw up Mad 2020 all over my wood floor in my room, and she said, "Nigga, when you wake up in the morning, you gonna clean it. I ain't cleaning that shit. When you wake up, clean it." Mama done gave me a haircut, whooping, took my earring out my ear, everything. Nigga, I'm taking your stripes. Sit your ass down, several seats.
You a Negaru now.
Word back, nigga.
You ain't no God body no more. You a Negaru.
Bro, what the hell you doing out here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're my Negaru.
Yeah, you my the guy, bro. I'm the mothership out of this bitch.
You gonna learn.
You gonna learn.
Learn.
Right up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stopped my sticky fingers too. Everything. I just fell back. I'm done. Yeah, all right, you got. When I got grown, I got out and did my own. Out of mama's house.
Just I say like I caught Charlie Clips. My mama was the gangster in my family.
Right.
Right. I ain't grandmama.
My pops will tell you that. Your mama crazy as hell.
Yeah.
I ain't messing with your mother.
Yeah. My mama split your shit. Split your shit.
I ain't messing with that lady.
Just split the shit. Like, yeah, many of that, like, yo, your mom crazy, man. Your mama crazy, man. She crazy.
My mama, my mama came through his side lady window with that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you up in here? Oh, I'm up in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mama like that window shit. My mama done that too. Some heifer. Her brother married, and he brought her from Africa to the yard, and she had so much attitude. She was just, my mom just didn't like her. She said she was too black. She was dark. She was like Gollywood dark still. You know what I'm saying? She was like that super jet black. Like, wow, how you did that? But anyway, yeah, one day I came home and there was no front window. I had my mom lifted her up sideways like a wrestler and just threw her through the window. I was like, God damn. Yeah. So when we talk about God body and all this type of, yeah, you know, I'm a man, I'm a god, and nigga, I learned my skills from a woman, man. You gotta just start accepting this shit.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
my sister threw that nigga through the bar window, picked him up, threw him straight through the window.
Straight from the
Well,
window. My mom
yeah,
threw the dread off the balcony. All of these type of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk like,
seen them fight too that night.
yeah, threw the dread off the balcony, man. What the fuck? It wasn't that high, but still. What was he thinking, mama? You know what I'm saying? I've seen mama put the smack down on family members. She don't care. She a warrior, man. She got that warrior spirit. It is what it is. My dad's very calm, and you know,
Yeah,
he don't make no noise. You don't shout. That
yeah. My mama was the one that told me them ain't your friends.
mm. Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You gonna learn the hard way.
Learn.
Yep.
It was Mommy Mac out here.
All them things that you think about when your ass out there grown.
Yeah. On some Ma Baker shit.
Yep. Thinking back, damn, mama told me this shit, man.
Yeah. More like sitting in jail. Sitting in jail talking about mama told me this.
Mama taught me the rules about bringing motherfuckers to your house.
Yep.
Yeah, where you live at. And if you ain't for sure, bring them niggas here. You know what I mean?
But I want to see all your friends.
Not those Nagarus. Yeah,
Not
bring
them-
them through. And she'll pick out which ones.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Yeah, I know that one.
You need to stay away from that boy.
I know his mother. You know what I'm saying? I know his father. They're like, yeah, apple don't fall too far from the tree. That nigga was a Nagaru. His father
Yeah.
was a. He ain't gonna be a guy. He ain't gonna be shit.
There was some hood friends of mine she loved, and them the ones I brought home.
Yeah. So some sugar hill shit.
First time I brought the wrong ones home, pistol ended up missing. I learned from right there. Yep, you was right, mama. I chose my friends carefully. But, mama teach you, like Fa said, mama teach you all those things, man.
Mm. Give me.
If you got the right mama,
Even if she's wrong with
especially back then, yeah, even if she the wrong one too.
teaching such
She
things
still
that you need to learn.
Yeah. We come from an age when mamas was mamas.
Well, mama was the original hustler too.
Yeah. Even if they was a hustler, it was rules, guidelines, it was things, it was structures that you had to follow, man.
I mean, they didn't sell drugs or nothing, but they might have sold bed linen and, you know, made clothes for people, and that all of it was a hustle to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's many ways to hustle, yeah.
Yeah, put food on the table. They'll save those pennies. They'll change the name of the bill so we get a new phone. Like, Mama, who's Mr. Johnson? Give me that goddamn bill. Stay out of my goddamn business. Goddamn Nagarus.
Yeah.
Mail and shit. Yeah. But that's not your name, Mama. Yeah. No, we learn all the tricks and everything, and being aggressive, being loud, even all from Mama. All from Mama, even as males. Yeah.
Yeah.
She puts all that energy into us. She's trying to make the perfect man. You know what I'm saying? Depending if your daddy ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? If your daddy's something, she gonna mold him. She gonna mold you to be like him. Ain't nothing wrong in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a failure and it's like, oh man, this Nagaru right here, she just gonna go solo and do it herself. And she's not capable, and that's the fact. You know what I mean?
The only problem my father had was he was a dog.
Mm.
That nigga love women.
Yeah. Ain't that?
Yep. So she taught me that.
Yeah.
Nigga said, man, you don't be like your pops. You gonna be less like your dad. Look at you, dog. You know,
Yeah, my mom didn't like pimping either. She was like, fuck a pimp.
yeah.
Any a pimp, man. Fuck a pimp.
Yeah. Mom was out.
Yeah.
Mom was out. She's like, fuck that. I ain't the one.
Yeah.
I got it going on. Like you talk about, just like you got it going on, nigga.
Yeah. That's your friends about me.
Yeah, I keep it trucking, daddy.
Shit.
Girl, mama did her own thing.
Shit.
Shit.
All of that balance us and you gonna say go work, feed the house, do all these things, educate us, give us the old lifestyles. Yeah, all of it. From one woman, man. It's pure Karen White, superwoman. That's what it is. The superwoman. But that's a fading, you know, feminine. I'm calling it fading feminine because yeah, fading feminine. The new ones is like, boy, I don't know what's going on. After a certain generation, everything went haywire. There's no guidance no more. The guidance is European type women who are trying to be like you, convincing you to wear makeup and, you know, weave and Brazilian and all sorts, horse or Afghan or Indian hair or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Well, they're secretly admiring you, but obviously, if that woman there is the one giving you your culture or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We in a world of her.
Yep.
A lot of the women ain't listening to mommy. Big mama's getting left.
Yep.
Women are getting good jobs from early, so they ain't staying around for Sunday dinner to help clean the chicken and the fish, and you know.
Yep.
All these men that got left learned all that. You know what I'm saying? So we gained all those skills, as well as being streetwise and and it turned out that would help us take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women can't even cook or nothing, but demanding. Yeah, I want my nigga Ari to do this, and I want my nigga Ari to do that. He gotta do this because I got expectations. I got ways of being, and you know, all of that type of stuff. It's like, whoa. But can you cook though? That's the question. Not for me, just for yourself. You know what I mean? Because I don't want it. This ain't a court of. It ends up as a court of law. You know what I'm saying? What she cook will be used against you. Yeah, nigga, I cook for you. Wow. Now I can do that myself. How about that? You're gonna be lording that over me. Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of these girls ain't eating. It's all health food stuff and packet soup and you know what I mean? That's how you stay pretty and skinny, but no one don't want that. Because those ones are twisted inside. That's, you know, we already talked about the beautiful monster. You know what I'm saying? The devil is the most beautiful motherfucker you ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think any demon or thing or demonic, you know what I mean, looks ugly? Let's be real, Asians don't look ugly, do they? Huh? They don't look ugly, pretty as a buttons, the women. Never know there was a demon inside or something, you know what I mean? That's a fact, and that's just life. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Beautiful monsters out here. Beware of the beautiful monster. There's acceptable amounts of beauty, but boy, some of them too pretty. Like, wow, what am I supposed to do with you? Put you on the mantelpiece? Because you ain't got no body. You ain't got no body. Just a pretty face. Like, oh man, what type of tribe is this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's only outside of thing. I don't know what they're like in America, Asian, Indians. They might be like Puerto Ricans and stuff now. You know, because people start mixing Indian and Puerto Rican, Indian and Chinese, all types of combos, Indian and Nigerian, all sorts. You know what I'm saying? None ain't whole no more. Yeah, but it's the capitalist society we live in. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? This is a system, programming, code.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're in the Matrix. The woman in the red dress, she was pretty as a button too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You turn around and it's an agent. You see the woman in the red dress? What woman? Oh shit. Agent Smith. Yes, blood. Yes. If you don't concentrate in the Matrix, that's what will happen. You get drawn by the lady in the red dress, the devil in the blue dress, or whatever. All these connotations to about beauty. So beauty ain't beauty, man. That's why they say it's in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. Or they make up some lie talking about beauty is only skin deep. But ugly's to the bone. That's true. Facts. I quote Beanie on that one. Facts. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna write a book, man. The Secret Lives of Negarus. It's gonna be a best up in this page, I'm telling you. As long as the master's true secrets. Yeah. We'll write that book, man.
You gonna write that book?
Yeah. The Master Secrets, you stupid motherfuckers. Sent down to you, Negarus.
What is the Master
I got
Secret?
the title. I got the title for that, yeah. Then I got right, yeah. The Secret Life of Negarus. That's it. Have to dress up, wear bindis, thing. What's the concept? What's the mind? What's the, what's the motivation? Yeah.
You sure?
What is the motivation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be out, man. I'm gonna get some sleep, man. It's like almost 6 o'clock, man.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. But in wrapping, know that the condition that we in is that we're in a state of malakut right now, meaning that we're in a heavenly state of resistance due to transform into a heavenly state of existence, like I said. And the old world is over. The old world time is up. So that means it's going to be a whole new governing body of things. So never mind he trying to fix. I mean, I'm gonna tell nobody to give up on trying to fix the world, help solve the world problems, betterness, goodness of people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as that's taking place, something else is taking place. You know what I mean? And that thing that's taking place is another way of living in existence within this within this fifth dimension and fourth dimension. Because once we step into the fourth, that was the beginning stage of one level of stepping into Malakut. For coming out of a three-dimensional physical state, our body and soul is elevated to a whole nother state of existence. And that's what you should be conscious of. That's what you should be aware of. Prepare yourself for the transition or Allow yourself to know that the transition is going to take place. That's a statement. You know what I mean? So you could step into that state of existence of Lahut, into a gas state. But first you must step into the liquid state. Malakut. Malachi, you want to say anything in closing?
Now that was a good build. You know, it was. I pretty much touched what I wanted to touch on. Appreciate that once again. A classic.
Yeah, we can add on tomorrow. Saturday Night Lights or something
Hmm.
further because it don't stop there. That's the direction we going. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it should be Saturday Night Lights or Eyes on the Mothership.
That's right. Cause we on that mother shit.
That other
You already know.
the other ish.
Early.
Yeah, early. Easy.
Uh-huh.
Easy.
Word.
We say peace and love to the family. Rahubat, salam, shalom, lafia. Yeah, we go in, man. We got all the languages now.
Hotep, whatever.
Yeah, we do it. We do it.
Raul is back though. Know that.
No doubt.
Me and more than one Raul too.
Right.
We on deck, man.
You know,
We here. This world gonna change one way or another.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And there ain't no mystery spook guard coming out the cloud type shit. You gonna know what's coming out that cloud. You have to see what's gonna come out that cloud, baby. Oh man. With that, sayonara. What I do?
Konnichiwa.
Go show. Cool. Shit. Malachi. What I do?
I do, man. Peace and love.
Peace, love, and light. Peace and divine love and light, Mako. The Mako.
All in all, baby. All in all, like we say. You're all in all.
Get the Sundance on. You gotta get to that too. I forgot. I gotta talk to my people. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming through, as we always do.
Yep.
Bye. Wicked. Freestyle Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. Catch you on the next one. Peace. In this broadcast.